Hello everyone, myself Shubham Chattopadhyay. Welcome to another video. Today we will discuss about the second part of 1D motion. In the previous video we have discussed about mechanics, types of mechanics, motion, the different kind of motions, reference frame and different type of reference frames. Today our first topic is types of 1D motion. There are mainly three types of 1D motion: translation, rotation and mixed motion. Our first type, translation. When an object moves along a straight line, then the motion is called translation. As example, a car is moving in a straight line. Characteristics of translation. Suppose this is an object and it is moving in a straight line. We consider three positions of this object in his path. This is position 1, this is position 2 and this is position 3. We consider 3 points A, B and C in position 1, A prime, B prime and C prime in position 2 and A double prime, B double prime and C double prime in position 3. The first characteristics of translation is every point of one position always travels same distance to reach the second position. That is, A prime is equals to B prime is equals to C prime and A double prime is equals to B double prime and is equals to C double prime. The distance travelled by a point to reach the second position is always perpendicular to the two other points. Like A prime is perpendicular to B prime is perpendicular to C prime and A prime A double prime is perpendicular to B prime B double prime is parallel to C prime C double prime. Sorry, it is not perpendicular, it is parallel. Sorry, that is A prime is parallel to B prime and B prime is parallel to C prime. Now, 2 points, the distance between 2 points in position 1 is equals to and parallel with the position 2, that is AB is parallel and equals to A prime B prime and is parallel or equal to A double prime B double prime. Now the second branch, that is rotation. When an object moves in a circular path, then the motion is called rotation or rotational motion. Here we can see that the car is moving in a circular path. This is an example of rotation. Characteristics of rotation. Every particle of a rotating object rotates in the same angle, and secondly, the rotating axis always remains in rest. Here the dotted line is our rotating axis. Now mixed motion. When an object moves in both circular path and straight path, then the motion is called mixed motion. As an example, a car is moving in a straight line. The motion of the wheels follow mixed motion because the wheels firstly follow a circular path along its own axis, and secondly, as the car is moving in straight line, the wheels also moves in the straight line, so the motion of the wheels follow mixed motion. Now a small question: write down the difference between translation and rotation. This answer we will discuss it in our next video. Now, very important part of our 1D motion chapter, motion related physical quantities: distance and displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration and retardation. In today's video we will only discuss about distance and displacement. In the next video, we will discuss about the remaining 4 quantities. Now, distance and displacement. The distance covered by an object in a particular direction with respect to a reference frame or point is called the displacement. As displacement has both magnitude and direction and it obeys vector algebra, so displacement is a vector quantity. Basically, the magnitude of displacement is called distance. Suppose an object moves from point A to point B in 3 routes. First, A to B via P, A to B via Q, and A to B via R. Now, the displacement of the object will be the shortest distance from the initial point to the final point. Here A is the initial point, and B is the final point. So here our shortest path is the straight path, that is A to B via Q. The unit of displacement is nothing but the unit of length, that is centimeter in CGS, feet in FPS, and meter in SI. And dimension of displacement is equals to the dimension of length, that is L. Now, calculation of displacement. Suppose an object moves from A to O and then O to B. The distance between A and O is 3 cm and O and B is 4 cm. Now we have to calculate the the displacement of the object. We know that displacement means the shortest distance or the straight path distance between the initial and the final position. Here the initial position is A and the final position is B. So that here the displacement is AB. As displacement is a vector quantity, so we can't write just only AB. We have to give an arrow above AB. Here this arrow symbolizes the direction of motion, that is here the arrow is from A to the direction of B. That's why the arrow is rightward. If the arrow is leftward, then we can say that the direction of the object, the direction of the motion of the object will be from B to A. Now here the magnitude of the displacement, that is the distance, is AB is equals to root over of AO square plus OB square. This happens because here we can see that this forms a right angle triangle. So root over of 3 square plus 4 square is equals to 5 cm. Now, zero displacement. This is a very interesting topic. If the initial position and the final position of an object become same, that is the object comes back at the initial point. Here we can see that the car is moving in a circular path. If this is our initial point, the car will move back after certain time in this point again. So here the initial and the final position is same. For this case, the displacement will be 0, as we know that the magnitude of displacement means the distance between the initial and final position. Here, as the initial and final position is same, so the displacement will be 0. So zero displacement has only magnitude, that is the magnitude is 0 and it has no specific direction. Now, geometric interpretation of displacement. Here In xy plane, suppose an object moves O to A following this path. So here the initial point is O and the final point is A. So the magnitude of displacement is equals to OA, that is root over of x square plus y square. We draw a perpendicular from point A to OX axis, and here this perpendicular has a value y, and the perpendicular cuts the OX axis in B, and OB, the distance of OB is x. So here we can see that it forms a right angle triangle again. So OA, that is the hypotenuse, is equals to root over of x square plus y square, and here the direction of displacement will be angle alpha, that is tan inverse y by x with x axis. Now in 3D space, displacement is denoted by the straight line connecting the initial and the final position. Here the displacement is p1 p2, and we know that p1 p2 is equals to root over of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. In the next video we will discuss the remaining 4 quantities, and in the next video we will have the application of differential calculus. If anyone needs a Bengali interpretation, please let me know in the comment section. I will upload the next video, that is the third part of our 1D motion, very shortly. Please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.